So for everyone else, revenue management is basically pricing your rooms. You're basically setting the right product at the right time, so that you can sell your rooms the moment they become available. And as you move forward towards your arrival date, things happen. You may lose a group. You may get a group. Get a group that's usually going to increase your price, your transient price. So transient is everybody. It's not a group. Man, I could go into this really deep, but I guess
I'll get a marker and start writing definitions down.
The basics is just setting the pricing for the hotel while you're considering everything else that's going on in the hotel. So if you have a convention that nobody's staying at your hotel, but they're using some of your space, you still want to take that into account whenever you're coming up with your pricing for the week, pricing for the month.
So basically, it's your job to make things run like clockwork.
Yeah. The revenue managers are kind of like, that's why I was attracted to revenue management, is when I was at the Peabody, I was floating through the different departments during my internship, and I saw that the revenue manager actually ran the hotel. Even though the general manager has his title, the revenue manager runs the hotel, as far as, the strategy of it anyways. Because they have these RevMax meetings weekly or sometimes every day, but they'll bring in all the sales managers, the general managers, the executive committee, everybody, and they'll develop a strategy either for that week or the month or something like that. So it's pretty in-depth and it's pretty fun if you like that. So I didn't when I first started here at the Kimmons School. I didn't ever see myself in a desk job, but now that I hear it,
Has its perks.
yeah.
Where do you go? What does a basic day look like for you?
For me.
What's the question again, Jean Marie?
What does a basic day look like for me? And this sounds very cliche and like everyone says it, but every single day is different for me. It really just depends on, I love that every day is different. And like at a hotel, yes, every day is different, but you're either going to be checking people in, checking people out, taking something up to a room, like I said, pretty much the same. But now, I could be training people at 8:30 in the morning. I could be coming and talking to y'all. Today I went to a grant writing class. I've got luncheons and stuff, right? I hated it. It was awful. But do it, because it's cool. It really just depends. I answer a lot of emails. So I am the training program coordinator, so I kind of make sure that our program continuously is running and working, and like we're scheduling trainings and we're scheduling people for our tours and we're actually going and training people, and people's apps are working and people are going to visit the attractions, and our attractions know that people are coming to see you, and everything else that could go into it. We're working on an LMS right now. I never thought that I would start designing an LMS or an app, but here I am. Learning management system. Sorry, that's what an LMS is. So online learning for our trainings. There's just a lot. So it really is different every single day. There are days that are lighter because I don't have much to do. But then there are days like today where I've been on my feet going since 5:15 this morning.
Do you work at home or do you have an office?
I work downtown at 47 Union. Come see me. But it's the Memphis Tourism offices, and so we're housed in there. This week I was at the office probably a total of like 10 hours, maybe. Because the rest of the time I was out doing things.
That's so cool. I'm jealous.
It's really cool. I love it because I have a lot of freedom to go and do things that, like this, or what else did I do this week? I don't even know. But I get to do a lot of things outside of the office, which I really, really like. And I get to call it work. And so it's a lot of fun, but I don't have to go to work. I get to go to work, which I love.
Where are you wanting to go next? What position are you kind of hoping for next?
Yeah, so the next position I get is the one I want to retire in. So It's
Well, that
the
early.
yeah that early.
Wow.
It's a regional director of revenue management, and they are pretty much their own boss. They are assigned a region, and while they're not directly responsible for the hotel, they're available as a Hilton resource to, to develop any strategy or anything like that. And currently, what they will reach out to hotels that are suffering in performance or anything like that, but they get to work from home wherever they want around the country. Yeah, it sounds like a great job. So I work with several of them, and
Well,
trying
jealous
to-
of it.
yeah, very jealous of it. Trying to work my way up to taking the right steps to get in a position like that.
So would you consider that top of the ladder?
For me, yes. So there's different people, obviously. I personally don't want to be anything like a director, well, a regional director, but like a director over a department over people, because those jobs are stressful, and you have to be on it all the time. And I don't know. Obviously you got VPs and executive VPs, and go all the way up to the CEO. I don't see myself in that kind of position, but I've heard several VPs talk about that exactly. They've never seen themselves in that. If you asked them when they were 27 where they would be, they would never ever dream being a VP or something like that. But yeah, I don't know. I might end up back at a property, being a revenue manager. Might be just an easy gig. I don't know. Any questions? Anybody in the back? Everybody's been pretty quiet.
Have y'all heard about the petition to change the spelling of Main Street downtown?
Yeah,
Yeah, how do y'all feel about that?
I'm all for it.
Think
It's
so?
makes Memphis unique.
I signed.
There you go. Gotta do your part as a citizen.
Do you think that would affect tourism in any sorts? or-
Not really. It'd be
Maybe
something
fun for the
something you
local
can
culture.
slap on,
Yeah.
just like. Yeah. Honestly, it might reinforce some of the bad stigmatisms that Memphis has, but some people might see that as funny and they might do it. So I don't know. Have you heard about that?
Well, no, allow me to play dumb for a minute. What are you talking about?
It's common within the culture, like Maine, like somebody calling somebody like, I say like Maine, like I had a hard day today, like it's just a local cultural.
It's like
Yeah,
man, but
it's-
not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
You add
just
an
a
E to
different way to
man.
say like man, pretty much, it's just a local
Sounds
way
right.
that people have said it, it's originated.
So it's slang of some
Yeah.
type?
It's slang, and there's a petition going around, I'm pretty sure it's almost fully signed.
It's like a rapper, like a.
Gucci Mane.
Was it Gucci?
I think it was.
And what do they want to change it
They
to?
want to change the spelling of Main Street from M-A-I-N to M-A-N-E,
Yeah.
like Main Street.
Like a horse's mane?
Yes. That's surprisingly getting some traction.
Yeah,
A
we're
lot of
just-
attention.
Yeah.
We just continue to head toward the drain, don't we?
Like I said, I don't know. It might be something that it's fun.
I know Main Street's only been around for 300 years.
Yeah.
Can you imagine Kevin getting on the phone about that? I'll record it and let you know. I'm kidding.
For my question,
Go ahead.
what's the most encouraging thing that keeps you all motivated and persistent while working in this crazy business?
Did y'all hear that?
I
What-
said,
He asked what keeps us motivated to keep working in this crazy business.
For one, money.
Yeah, money's a big
No,
thing.
but really, out of all the other, I had several friends that majored in business. I had a engineering friend who was in engineering, and all their jobs don't sound fun at all. Our job, the hospitality business, is fun, and you can actually make some pretty decent money in it if you go in the right directions.
1 in 6 people who work in hospitality will make 6 figures.
Yeah. So it's a who doesn't love hotels? Who doesn't love travel? Who doesn't love tourism?
I think also Quentin sees himself as a regional director.
Yeah.
Yeah, regional director. But I see myself in that same position, not that same position, because absolutely not, but something like that. So we're both really young, even though I feel old, but
Definitely.
there's so, right? It's the worst. But there's still so much to do, and with hospitality being so widespread, you can literally do anything. think what pushes me is that, yeah, right now I'm working for a nonprofit, never thought I'd do that, but I can take what I'm learning from a nonprofit and take it to a for-profit, or take it to corporate, or take it to something else, and do something that has a bigger, not a bigger meaning, but just more to it. So there's just a lot of room to grow, and kind of you could almost never stop.
Hospitality business is really open wide to your possibilities as far as jobs.
Like if you're the CEO of Hilton, that's awesome, but also there's a CEO of Marriott and a CEO of whatever else you want to say.
CEO of a customer service training company.
Yeah.
You know, like we just talked to a guy who was in the hospitality or the hotel business at like front operations at a hotel for 20 years, and just one day decided to start his own customer service training business, and so now he goes around to corporate, you know, companies or I don't know, something like a fast food restaurant. He'll train their team how to be.
You're not talking about Don Farrell, are you?
No, this guy was in Florida. We had a call with him.
Don Farrell was coming in here, he canceled on us. So, hopefully next semester, and of course you folks are always invited back, because as long as you're in this department, you get an email that says who the speakers are gonna be, and it's unfortunate that you're not gonna get to hear Don Farrell, because he's the guy, a similar guy to what Quentin is describing.
That's cool. Yeah, I think that would be a fun job.
It's pretty cool.
Well, plus he's a real energetic speaker.
Yeah, yeah, we're not